basketball, Raptors. How about them? They just didn't beat a Western Conference finalist from a season ago. They ended that puppy with about 7 minutes to go in regulation. And joining us now to discuss part of a Raptors team feeling pretty good about themselves today, I would guess, is Kyle Lowry. Kyle, welcome back to Tim and Sid. How you doing?
What's up, fellas? How y'all doing?
Very good. We said at the start of this show that was the most complete game that you guys have played this year. Would you agree with that assessment?
We played really good. That was one of those games where you might be right. We played from start to finish one of the most complete games that we've played all year. So for sure, I would agree with you guys.
All right.
See, Kyle, I think
it's good to know that we're not morons.
No, that's why we bring on actual athletes to just reaffirm that once in a while to us because we get ripped most of the show. So, Kyle, you guys going to Memphis? Obviously, for Rudy, it was a hell of a night.
Yeah.
But why couldn't they help you out in Houston a little bit more? You know, like I know you wanted that Houston game too. That meant a lot to you. I don't want to start anything, but I would have yelled at the guys for that.
No, it was a tough game. I think we just ran out of time that game. We had an effort from, the second half into the overtimes of a complete effort, and we took it into the Memphis game. But, at the end of the day, we didn't get the win, but we learned something from it, and we did good with getting getting the road win in Memphis. So it made everybody feel good. But hey, we always got next year to get Houston and get a win in Houston.
There is this medium oftentimes is fueled by the negative, and I'll be honest. After that Houston game, while there was a lot of people talking about how you came back from 17 down, there was also a lot of people talking about the field goal percentage. The way you're talking about Houston, though, you were kind of focusing on the positive. Is there a chance that the way you guys fought in Houston could be a jump-off point for this season?
I think it's a chance. We can take something from it. We took something as we did. We took something from that game, and we carried it on. It definitely could be a jump on point. But at the same time, we can't say, hey, we can do this, that, and other. We still got to look at at our team and say, hey, look, we still know we play defense. We can score the ball. We're going to make shots. Guys are going to make shots that they miss. So we can't really just say, oh, just this one game did it. It's been a long season. It's been we played 8-9 games so far. So you got to take something from every single game.
Kyle Lowry of the Raptors here on Tim and Sid, Sportsnet Radio Network and 360. Kyle, I mean, after the game, how relieved was Rudy? I'm sure he really, really, really wanted that one.
I think it was more we needed as a team. He focused on the team. He didn't focus on the individual accomplishment of him beating his old team. At the end of the day, he focused on us as a team winning the game, and that's how you go into a situation like that. If you get too emotionally involved and too just into trying to beat the team yourself, you don't do good. So he did a good job of balancing out, worry about the team first. And, I'm sure after we won the game, I'm sure it was like, God, I'm glad we won that game.
The difference between good and great or even bad and good is oftentimes consistency. You guys have struggled with that. How do you get to the point where you guys can consistently compete the way you did in Memphis?
I think we've competed the whole year. I mean, I don't think we had a game where we didn't compete. I think we just got, in terms of wins and losses, if you mean it that way, we got to find a way to have a complete game like the Memphis game, And a game we lost in Charlotte, we didn't start the game off well. A game we lost in Atlanta, we didn't start the game. We finished the first half bad. The game in Miami, we didn't finish well. So their games, we're competing. We compete every single night, but we got to be consistent with the 48 minutes of competing in those turns and the wins.
Kyle, you guys have 4 wins. It's November 14th. You had 4 wins all of last November.
Yeah.
What's changed?
I think we know what we are. We have a team. The stability is there. Everyone, knows what their role is. There's no question marks. There's, hey, this is what we are. This is who we got. This is where we're going to go. And that's that. We're going to play every day. We know who's going to get the shots. We know who's going to be in the game. We know the situations that we're going to be in. So there's no questions of, oh, this guy, that guy, or what is, injuries and all that stuff. We know what, we know what it is.
Kyle, and I know you haven't hit a ton, and some people might look at the question I'm about to ask you and say, well, I mean, maybe you're overreacting a little bit, but you tell me, if you drain a couple of threes here and there, how much guesswork does that give the defense in terms of what you guys are doing offensively? How important is that occasionally for you to just nail one, chuck it up, and have the defense thinking?
The team or me personally?
No, like the opposing defense. Like you pop a couple from outside, and then things just open up down the middle.
Oh, our team. I mean, we making threes. You know, it's a completely different game, and that's with any team in the NBA. It opens the floor up more. You look at Golden State with Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, those guys. They make a couple threes, and then it seems like the lane opens up for their bigs and for their driving lane. So when you make a couple threes in the NBA, it opens the floor up a lot more. You know, it's not the congestion of in the paint where everybody's in there reaching, digging, and out for the ball. You have a lot more open lanes to drive and a lot more uncontested shots.
How big is this season for you personally, Kyle?
It's just big for me because I want to make it to the playoffs. I want to do something I haven't done in a couple of years, and that's make it to the playoffs. And for myself, for the team, for the organization, and for the city of Toronto, you know, it's one thing that I think I want to do for our team personally is get us to the playoffs.
Both you and Rudy came to the city as very, very close friends, very good friends, and I would imagine having some close friends myself that getting the opportunity to play at this level with a dude that you like that much is probably something special to you.
Yeah, you know, we started the league. We started out in the league together, and you know, we had the opportunity to come back together, and it's very special. You know, no matter what, we're still going to be same team, and now we're still going to be best friends. But at the end of the day, you know, we get an opportunity to see each other get better and to see each other be successful and help each other be successful. You know, it's nothing like it.
So, with you being an unrestricted free agent at the end of the year, and Rudy having the player option for next year. Does the success this year and the attempt to kind of stay together and be able to tackle this together, does that mean a lot to you guys?
You know, honestly, that's one thing we don't think about. No, we don't talk about. It's one of those things where it's, hey, you know, we have to still win the game. We got to play, and we're going to take it game by game, day by day, you know, and go from there. I know neither one of us have even thought about next summer or next year. We're just worried about, you know, tomorrow with the Bulls.
Good answer.
Good answer.
Good answer.
Tim, I'm going to throw something Kyle's way that we bounce around a lot. And there are sections of your fan base, Kyle, who look at this team, and then a debate begins about the value of being a playoff team compared to maybe getting a lottery pick. And the opinion is thrown out there of, well, what's the point of finishing 8th in the East if you're just going to get Miami or if you're just going to get Indiana? And there's a section of your fan base that doesn't see value in it. And I've been fighting that notion for a while. So in your opinion, what do you think of when you hear that? Well, why finish 8th? If you're just going to take on Miami and Indiana, what's the point?
Honestly, I don't really. Everyone has an opinion. You know, everyone's going to have their own opinion. I got my opinion. You got your opinion. You know, the guy down the street has their opinion. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. We want to make the playoffs. When you get to the playoffs, it's all up in the air. You know, who knows what you're going to get. You know, no one knows who you're going to play, what's going to happen, injuries, you know, someone's sick. You never know, miracle shots. You never know what's going to happen. So, you know, we're shooting for the playoffs. You know, we're not worried about nothing else but, you know, winning games and win as many games as we possibly can to make it to the playoffs.
Who's the one guy on the team right now that has surprised you with his play through the first couple games of the season?
I mean, Tyler's been playing really solidly.
Yeah.
You know, Jonas. I mean, all the guys. Dwight's been playing well. Everyone's pretty much stepping up and playing their roles and doing their thing. You know, Terrence has been great. It's kind of one of those things where everyone's chipping in every facet of the game. So it's not one guy that's impressing me. It's just about everyone who, you know, we're all buying into the team and everyone just wants us to win as a team.
Kyle Lowry.
Sounds like a good place.
Here on Tim and Sid. Yeah, it definitely. Actually, Kyle, I can ask you this. Rudy had everyone over to his place in Memphis the other night?
Yeah, we all had dinner there.
Good bonding experience.
Did Rudy cook?
Well, that's good. That's a better question.
I damn sure when they ate it, Rudy cooked.
Yeah, there's nothing like a little salmonella before the Grizz, right?
No, but we had a great time at his house. You know, we had some good food, great. You know, everyone, we have a great team. Everyone likes being around each other. Everyone likes, you know, talking trash to each other, joking on each other. So when you got a good group like that, you know, everything's a lot easier. Everything's a lot more simple. There's not a lot of tension. There's always, you know, loosey-goosey. And then when it's time to work, you still have that loosey-goosiness, but you know how serious it is when it's time to work.
Kyle, thank you a lot for taking the time and joining us. Really appreciate it.
No
And
problem.
best of luck against Chicago.
All right. Thank you. Appreciate it.